My name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Service International Limited. Here is your daily technical analysis of LME 3-month copper and aluminium. I'll start with LME 3-month copper. A new recent high yesterday, peaking up over the three significant highs of 2011, of July at 99.07, April at 99.47, and especially March at 99.99, then dropping right back down below all of them to form an indecisive spinning top right at the height of the market. This was, despite the ranges, the second indecisive pattern in a row, not ideal when a market is trying to reach skywards. Now, I've spoken at length about the recent sideways triangle. I'd finished my discourses by asking this question, and I quote, "So what's next?" Well, one could look at the sideways triangle as also being a type of halfway hesitation, in which case we'd look in the 10,400 level. End of quote. This is what is still at the end of this journey upwards move formed over the last 3 weeks. The issue is that the market has finally, these last 3 days, hit upon some resistance that could actually stop it. These last 2 days were just a first pause. It will depend on what happens over today and early next week in this attempt higher. So far today, a really interesting move. Higher open, but then a drop down below yesterday's close, only to see the market turn right around and head up higher, once more into the overhead congestion band. This is really interesting. Beyond the band, we only have the February 2011 high at 10,189 before prices can look properly at the 10,400 area. Going back to today's action, there is just something about it. I've got not an awful feeling, but I've got a strange feeling it may end up being actually a key reversal up, even though we're not anywhere near yet making the circumstances to have one. Just keep a close eye on that one. LME 3-month aluminium. Please excuse the red labeling. My charting system continues to play silly buggers. The labels are nevertheless all still valid despite the colour, and I'm hoping it will sort itself out over this coming weekend. Bullish opening white Mariposa yesterday, though I am taking some liberties in calling it that, as it is hardly a Mariposa pattern and too small to be a shooting star pattern. I said yesterday that I was a little surprised as to why the market has to be, as it was the previous 2 sessions, indecisive or to be hesitant at these current levels. I've said earlier this week, once the market successfully punched up through and closed over the cap of the May 2018 high at 23.74, we should be in fairly free territory overhead, which is why it was a little bemusing to see why we've seen such behaviour. Well, that stopped yesterday, as the market also seemed to realise that it was in free territory and nothing was there to stop its flow higher, which is what we saw, a nice and true move higher. Looking above, we have a number of overhead targets that are all fairly close together. There is target X in the 24.85 area. This is the preliminary potential target for the rising wedge pattern, with target X1 in the 2500 area being the full target topside for the move. Then there's target X2 in the 2470 area. This is the projected doubling of the bull channel itself. So far today, another seeming bullish opening white Mariposa and a continued move higher towards all the targets previously listed. Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted with this broadcast. Copyright Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Service International Limited. And here comes the final bit.